To seek God and your purpose is not a task of the faint-hearted. It is a pilgrimage of the soul, silent, often lonely, but filled with unshakable strength for the one who dares to endure it. I once stood at the edge of a cliff in my life, not knowing whether to turn back or jump. Not a literal cliff, but a spiritual abyss. My heart was heavy, and my soul wandered without direction. But in the silence of solitude, I began to see what had always been hidden by noise, the voice of the divine, and the spark of my purpose. Here are 4 ways how to find God and your purpose. And let me warn you, this is not for the weak. This is for those ready to face the truth and rise with it. 1. Embrace the silence of solitude. Imagine standing alone atop a mountain at dawn. No voices around you, just the wind brushing your skin like a whisper from eternity. That's where the divine begins to speak. You will never hear God in the middle of chaos, cheap entertainment, or meaningless chatter. God speaks in silence, and silence is terrifying because it confronts you with yourself. But you must not run from that reflection. Solitude is not loneliness, it is sacred. The world tells you that being alone is a flaw. The truth? It's the forge where warriors of spirit are shaped. Like a sword dipped in fire and silence, you too must go through that fire if you want clarity. 2. Endure the pain that leads to transformation. Pain is a brutal teacher, but it never lies. It was in my lowest, most painful moments that I was brought to my knees. And on those knees, I looked up. Sometimes God breaks you not to destroy you, but to empty you, so He can fill you again with something greater. Don't numb it. Don't escape it. Let pain mold you. It is the chisel of the sculptor who shapes marble into gods. If you don't suffer for your purpose, you will suffer without one. Think of an olive tree. It must be crushed to release its oil. So too must you be pressed to release your purpose. 3. Serve something greater than yourself. The fastest way to find your purpose is to forget yourself. Stop asking, "What do I want?" and start asking, "Who needs me to rise?" Your purpose lives in the gap between your current strength and someone else's need. When you serve, not for applause, not for attention, but because it is right, you align yourself with the divine order of things. That is where God resides, not in temples, not in rituals, but in the quiet deeds done without witnesses. Like a river that doesn't drink its own water, your purpose is to give what you have been given. Like this message, like the video, and subscribe to my channel Wired Stoic on YouTube, and follow me on TikTok to be reminded daily to become more stoic, masculine, and successful. Activate the bell for notifications. We rise together. 4. Commit to daily discipline and vision. God does not speak to those who dabble. He reveals Himself to the one who shows up daily. When you wake up and build, even when no one is watching. When you pray, reflect, meditate, even when you don't feel like it. When you pursue your vision with unrelenting consistency, that's when God reveals purpose, not in a flash of lightning, but in the slow, steady unfolding of a man's character. Your purpose is not found, it is built. Picture a marble statue. Every day the sculptor removes a piece, until one day, the form appears. So it is with your purpose. The search for God and your purpose is not a one-time quest. It is a lifelong war against distraction, weakness, and illusion. Most will never start. Others will quit. But you, if you have the strength to endure, will become the one others look to when they are lost. Because you will have become the man who found God, not in lightning and thunder, but in discipline, in pain, in silence, and in service.